Hello. Wasn't Trevor Bayliss brilliant? Oh, that's a fantastic, and everybody, and you and Michael as well. But just how amazing! Good. Follow that. But brilliant. Yeah, I was asked along to speak. I want to speak about social ventures, social business. There was a book by the Said Business School summarising the social venture sector. This is a really hot area. You have the Skull World Forum. All this. Quite a few people here are involved in what you could call social ventures, which is a business, a real business, which has a social mission. And it's become this hot area. And according to the Said Business School, the social venture sector globally is growing by 400%. At a time when big business and government spending is about flat, or growth is about flat. So it's a really, and you've seen all the stuff in the newspapers about micro-lending and so forth, and some of the, the new green businesses and so forth, and we'll hear about organic food retailing, all that kind of stuff after this. So I wanted to talk about that, and then I had some problems. So as far as I'm concerned, the really weird things, I work with all sorts of things, and I've worked with I counted it up, over 20 social ventures, including several I've started, some which worked and some didn't work. And the really weird thing at the heart of them is this mixture of love and greed. I've worked with charities, and there's all kinds of conflicts that arise in the charity sector. I've worked with really mercantile business, doing some of the .com stuff and other stuff. But in many senses, it's clearer because those things aren't as mixed, and everybody's in there for the same things. And it's not just about some characters and other characters. Actually, within you've got this mixture of things. So I wanted to do that. I wanted to tell stories of real things that happened over the last 10 years when I've been involved in things. And then I didn't want to get sued. Nor upset some friends of mine, and I wanted to protect names because lots of things I'm going to talk about didn't work. So I want to tell real stories. So I've changed not only the name of the characters and the composite story I'm going to tell you, but actually changed the species. I guess which one it is. So I brought along two friends who are going to launch a social venture, and I'm going to interview them. Hello. Hello. Are you happy? I'm love, and I want you to be happy. That's me. Loads. Somebody left a wet fiver in the cafe if they'd like to claim it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Greed. Greed is bad, right? You're wrong. Greed is good. Greed is good. You think it's money. It's nothing to do with money. Greed is ambition. Greed is change. Greed is causes. Greed is getting aggressively stuck in. But if someone gets in my way, they better watch out. All I'll say is mint sauce. So I'm going to interview our two friends here, Love and Greed, and ask them and to say to them. And the thing you always start with these profile interviews is, tell me about the backstory, the history. How did you come together? What happened in your lives? Well, once upon a time, love was carefree. Oh, this looks like a nice place for a nap. Oh, no. Then love got cautious. This looks like a nice place to hide. And the going gets tough. Greed gets devious. News extra. Sheep wins the lottery. Oh, is that me? Ha! Oh, no. So eventually, love got organised. We invented something called the flock. And we invented something called the pack. So, and then I believe things came to a kind of stalemate. Yes. There was a famous historian called Francis Flockey-Armour who wrote a book called The End of Sheep Story, and nothing would ever change again. And then things started to go wrong, didn't they? Oh, yes, the sky was falling in. Climate change, peak oil, workers' rights. Oh, my God. Yeah, it all went wrong in my piece as well. Wolf against wolf, investor against corporate. You promised us growth, but we've run out of world. It was wolf against wolf. And so Wolfie here, the nice wolf, came to work with us. He was our guard. I was their guide, more like. Just because you hang out with the bloke with the whistles and the wellies? All right, then. So, there we are. You got together, and then you had this remarkable idea. Yes,
we thought we'd start a business together, a social business.
Clean tech is where the smart money is. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, whatever.
So how did you start this? I mean, so it's a business. So how did you raise your money? How did you get into this? It wasn't just something you ran out of your kitchen, I believe. You had to raise some money. Oh, yes.
Oh, no, you first.
All right, then. So I said we should take our BP to a VC. That's a venture capitalist to you.
And I said, a nice guy called Trevor said it stands for vulture capitalists, and that they would steal all the money and the ideas, and they'd force us to put prices up and hurt people.
And then I find out we couldn't even get to talk to them if we wanted less than 5 million, so we forgot that.
Then I said we should go to one of those nice grants bodies.
You mean like...
No. You know, like the ones that give you grants.
And I said, if we do that, I'm leaving. I don't want to be in a not for success, thank you very much. I want to make a profit. I want to grow. I want to be famous. I want to make a difference. Yeah, exactly. I want to make a difference.
So then we talked about getting a bank loan. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. Not bad, though. Bank manager, mint sauce. Yeah.
So in the end, we found a new way. We got our customers to be shareholders.
Yeah. We read a book on a thing called Ford Hall Farm, where they did just that.
And we started a customer cooperative, which was nice.
So, you set up your customer cooperative. What a great idea. New structure, the Linux of whatever you're doing. Now, how did it actually work? What was it like? How did you settle in? It was so boring. Committee meeting, consultation, social network, whinge.
He was being a real pain. So we told him that he could be the pathfinder. He could go out there and get business for us, be aggressive, get in the world.
Yeah, that was better. Then I came back with a plan. 400% growth.
And I said, not very nice. 4 out of 5 people in the building that you don't know, regions, departments, focus groups, no thank you.
I got in a bit of a sniff about that. And then I said, I've got another idea. We'll get other people to grow. We'll make things which are radically, greedily, brilliantly different, then big companies will copy us.
Oh, that sounds brilliant. How's setting a good example?
Imagine the licensing into...
What's that?
And I believe you had a really awkward discussion about shares.
No.
Yeah, Sheep said they didn't want any shares.
Yeah, that's right. All property is theft.
Yeah, that's right. We'll come back to that later. So, what did you learn from this sector? I mean, it sounds like you two actually got on, surprisingly.
Yeah, all the fights, actually, were between love and love, you know. Oh, ethics, no. Environment, no. Ethics.
All between greed and greed. Fame, no. Fortune, no. Fame, no. Big ideas, no. Fame.
But we actually got on, didn't we? Yes.
God, this is like the longest kid's bedtime story I've ever told. And it's like, when I'm telling them to my kid, my dad goes, which one was that? Was that the ogre or the princess? That's probably my accents, though. So, right, 3 years on. So that was the beginning. They have a start-up. They're going on okay, and they've had those discussions. We're now in the middle. So, guys, give me an idea of what a day in the life is like in the middle of this thing. I'll give you a summary. I'm bored.
Oh no, it wasn't like that for me. I was so miserable, you know. This is supposed to be a perfect company. Then I had a bad day. Had a really bad day, and I had no one to talk to because everybody says you should be really happy all the time because this is a perfect company, not a bad company. So I didn't have a good time.
Yeah, but I was bored. But then things got interesting, didn't it?
Oh, yes. We got the letters. I got a letter from a very nice mummy who said her children played with our thingamy and it hurt them.
I got a letter from somebody who said they'd never buy our thingamy again because we stock it in Evil Co.
And I got a letter saying that our packaging wasn't really naturally recyclable or something.
Now, did you wonder at that time whether you should have called the business Lovely?
Yes, it was a bit much, wasn't it?
Everybody criticising you. We were trying to be nice. And then things got a bit more serious, didn't they? No, hang on. No, next. I said, what we need is some new ideas. And I came forward with some new ideas. And what did you say?
I said, that's not the way we really do things round here.
And I said, there was no round here 3 years ago. Can't we just change it? Let's make it work.
And I said, you'll have to go to the culture committee.
And I said, we've got a culture committee. And so the ideas were shelved until everything started going really wrong. Have you noticed, I said, each one of those 3 big cock-ups, do you know who was in charge? It was Smith.
Oh no, we've all got to take responsibility. We must pull together. We can't go blaming Smith. You might as well blame Smithers.
Well, now you come to mention it.
No. We all take responsibility together. We don't blame people round here.
But then I found out that Smithers had made a mistake that lost us hundreds of gazillions of lots of stuff and money.
Ooh, poor Smithers. Imagine how bad they must have felt letting us down like that. We should really support them through this time.
You got to be bloody joking. I was going to eat the bleater. Firing's too good for them.
Oh, stop it! You don't understand our culture.
Anyway, I've just had the accounts. We've lost half our business.
Half our business? Oh, no. We're doomed.
But the new idea...
Oh, the new idea's new, though. I don't like the new idea. It's new.
Yeah, but we could at least try it.
Oh, go on, then.
And then we did. And it worked. And things started to make progress. But then, once again, I'm bored.
What is it now? You're always whinging. It's supposed to be us that's whinging.
Well, it's all these rules. Why do we have to have rules? I'm an entrepreneur. I should be out there making the rules. I can't manage. We can't have rules.
Rules are just agreements written down. And it's not your company, you know. We're all involved in this. We all have to pull together. We have these agreements.
Well, actually, if you look at the share situation... What? Oh, I'll talk about that later.
Anyway, you've got to just pull your weight and be part of the team.
Oh, I'm getting a bit fed up of this. I'm going to phone my friend at the VC. So, where have you got to today after all of this? Now you're 5 years, your new idea was a success.
Well, we keep talking about it, but we've decided we're like Craigslist. We're never going to sell out. We don't need to be rich. We don't need to be anything more than we're doing today, which is great.
Yeah, that's what you think. We need to go onto the global stage. We need to hit the big time. We need to muscle in. We need to pal up with a big corporate or be a big corporate ourselves.
But we set out to start a completely new type of business. Why would we just turn into the kind of thing that we were trying to topple?
Well, that's progress, isn't it? Anyway, as the major shareholder,
I think you'll find, as a shareholder quasi-autonomous trust, we can't have a major shareholder.
hang on, I'm going to have to talk to my lawyer. To be continued, possibly in court.